with you. We have some Q&A to do. I hope you're doing fine, 'cause it's Q&A time again. Hello world, how's it going? Hope you guys are all doing great. If not, as always, I hope it gets better for you. So, as you guys saw with the title of this Friday Night Live Q&A, and I think I'm going to start giving them titles too, because I know for years I've just titled them Friday Night Live Q&A. So, the FNLQ whatever is the abbreviation for the Friday Night Live. And I figured this way, this will help you guys differentiate the difference between some of these live streams. I don't know what's going on over there. It sounds like they're releasing some air, but I'm at the Aquatic Expo. I made it here. It's been a trip, a mission. It's been 8-hour drive, but last night freaking nailed a deer and just ripped up my van. So that was absolutely horrible. Got really lucky to even get a rental to make it here, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. Told you guys I was going to bring you guys free plants. That's what I did. I told you guys I was going to bag up 100 of them. I actually ended up bagging up about 300 plus, at least 300 plants for you guys. So we'll be able to share a lot of the love of the extra stuff that was in my tanks. Let me get rid of this gum, that way I'm talking to you guys with gum. But back behind me is the international, I don't know, what is it? The North American International Shrimp Contest. And this is about as far as I have got. Let me flip you guys over. And I'll be asking your guys' questions here as I look through. But man, these things blew me away. These things are sick. I got to show a few of them off. Kind of glad I'm not a judge in this one, because that would have been, this would be a really tough judge between like all these shrimp. These so many sick shrimp. All right, looking, hello all you guys in the chat. How's the North Carolina weather? It is nice, but they've got that smoky haze from those Canadian fires, which this stuff's crazy. Shout out and hearts go out and blessings go out to everybody involved in dealing with all this. We've been lucky in Florida that we haven't had to deal with it, but you can smell the smoke and stuff. But man, these are crazy. Aquarium Domain, holy moly, my bro. I appreciate that huge $50 super chat. Let's do the Get LRB to 100 of support tonight challenge. I'll go first. Well, dude, I really appreciate that support, especially after the van and hitting that deer. He stuck his head out, and I was driving, and he was on the side of the road. I tried to swerve, and you can only swerve so much in that van, and he, instead of going any other way, he lunged forward, stuck his big rack out. He had to have been like a 50 pointer, 500 pounds. I don't know. He was a big deer though. It's actually probably like a 9 pointer, but yeah, he tore it up. We were only like maybe 30 minutes in the drive, so luckily it didn't happen in like the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night, and nobody got hurt. So that was a great thing, is nobody got hurt. I don't want to show too many of these shrimps and too much of what's going on here, but I will show you guys a little bit for those who are coming. Eventually, I'm sure there's going to be lots of videos made of these. I'm kind of making some clips. I'll eventually have a video for you. Members, I'm so sorry. I probably will not get a video for you guys tonight. I mean for tomorrow, because of just everything that's been going on. Haven't had much sleep. I've just been dealing with one thing after another. You know, bagging up those 300 some plants for you guys too, that takes some time. These things are absolutely sick. Look at that purple metallic. I don't know if you guys can see that or how good this quality is. It had this like purple metallic sheen on the head, and these are like blue stripe but with white tail. Dude, these are redonkulous. Oh my god. But Aquarium Domain, thank you again for that super chat. I want to give a shout out to Aquarium Domain, because that dude's been doing some big stuff on his channel, and he is keeping a lot of fish the way I would love to keep a lot of fish, where he just has these huge like custom made pools and ponds, and I don't know what you exactly call them, but they are freaking awesome. And his setups are so natural. And you guys, cichlid guys, if you cichlid guys want to learn how to do planted tanks, that guy's doing planted cichlid tanks. The bigger cichlids too. And let's see here. My finger's kind of hard to work on this, but Flood City Fish Keeper, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I'm in for a little. Well, very, very, very much appreciated. I thank you so much for that support. Like, it has been a mission. All right, I'm looking for your guys' questions here. Not seeing any questions. I am towards the bottom of the chat, so if you do have a question, that's where I'm at. We'll go through a little walkabout, not a whole lot. You guys won't see all the goodies. All the goodies are in, like, you see, it doesn't look like there's much over here, but there's bins of like fish and shrimp and plants and all kinds of stuff. Buy Pet Shrimp, if any of you guys know him, Eric Lucas. He's been doing it a long time. He's a good dude. I thought I saw a question there. Oh, anyone chat know how to kill planaria without chemicals? Oh, I don't really know. Besides fish, and I don't think they would completely get it all. Without chemicals, without fenbendazole, I don't think so. I don't know. Man, look how many there are. They got the foods and lots of saltwater stuff. I might go venturing around here later on in the saltwater stuff. And the great thing about this event, usually I got to deal with a booth. And it looks like they got, I don't know if they got saltwater and freshwater kind of mixed or separated. Kind of looks that way, but great thing is I won't have a booth. Looks like the shrimp contest place has somewhere to hang out. I think there's a YouTube or creator place to hang out as well. So I'll be giving away posters and just hanging out for once and checking stuff out and being able to enjoy it without being stuck in a booth. I wet my plants. That's pretty funny. Classic. Check it out, lots of people setting up, a lot of things going on. This is very distractible for my brains. All right, where's that other question I saw? All these people are like, I hope this guy's not filming me. Like, yep, sorry. You're in the danger zone now. All right, are most of the entrants from Asia or lots of American shrimp breeders? There's actually lots of American shrimp breeders who are in this. I think there is some. I mean, it's international, so I know there's some Asian ones. And yeah, there's like all the big dogs are here, so like it's gonna be ridiculous. Garden of Eater, I don't know if he's gonna cover this. He usually covers a lot of this kind of stuff on his channel. I will cover it a little bit, but I don't know how many tanks are here. You can see it's like a whole fish room of shrimp. Oh, Garden of Eater's in here. He says nope. So you're gonna have to get here and you're gonna have to check these things out. Ooh, look at these red and blues. Those are nice. Oh, why is that light coming up all blue? It's actually more white. This camera is not doing any justice. Let me see if I can get the filter to change. Sometimes it's just a sensor. Focus on that white. Oh well, I don't know. It's not working, but there's the red and blues. Those are awesome. Who is the supreme shrimp breeder in the world that contest decides? I want to say there's just one supreme breeder though, because there's so many types of shrimp to breed. There's so many classes. There's so many categories. You can't really wrap it up that generally. There's a lot of variables and a lot of different types of breeders that breed different things. Look how solid weight these are. Focus, Daniel-san. Great Garden Eater says not even gonna take photos. Are you kidding me? Oh well. Somebody will. Maybe I'll have to do more. Since I'll just be walking around, I almost brought my fancy camera. If you guys remember from back in the day, I got a movie camera. Like legit movie camera. I'm gonna be pulling that out of the grave here at some point. I just got to get my workstation proper to where I can like have it charged up, know where my stuff is for it, because there's so many parts and pieces for doing this and that. But that will eventually come out here soon again. Not a whole lot of questions tonight. Oh wait, I'm in top chat too, so sorry if I'm missing anybody. I bet you I've missed some questions. There we go, now we're in live chat. Chris Resecker says, are those Fluval shrimp tanks? It's a good question. Who is the sponsor on these shrimp tanks? I do not know. I don't see a sign for them anywhere at all. Maybe Grant knows. All right, I'm at the bottom of the chat. You got those questions, that's where I'm at. But you can see how big, just from the ceiling. Let's go this way. Look how many chairs there are. All right, scrolling. Is my chat broken? You guys still here? Man, lots of driftwood. Oh, look at this. Look at all those fish. Yeah, I wish you could be here too, Fish 3. And I can't be showing you guys everything, but man, you guys can see it's really going all the way down. Look at these yummy little guys. Oh, look at them. That's nice. See any Madecas? I haven't yet. I've just got here, but I tell you what, I went bananas on some rice fish eggs from Japan just the other week. Thank you guys so much for your orders and supports to help me enable my madness of keeping so many fish. I ordered like, I don't know, like a stupid amount of eggs to the point where I drained my bank account to do so. And I was just hoping for your guys' orders to be able to get gas money to get down here. So thank you guys for doing that and helping me. And holy moly, a $21 tip. Thank you, Thomas G. Glad to see you around, brother. Feel like it's been a little while. Hope you're doing well. As always, your support has been awesome. And I hope you're doing well. 81 to 100. That'll get me a fifth of that deductible. More. Oh, there's Sammy boy. What's up? I gotta say hi to Sam. You're live, bro.
What's up, you're staying?
Yeah. How you doing, man? Good. Got anything to say to my people? Where's your booth? Oh, yeah, I caught you at a bad time. After hours, you know. Oh, what do you got here?
Dwarf sirens.
Oh, dwarf siren. See, this is what's nice about coming. Look at this. You never know what you're gonna see. That thing is cool. I like that.
Crested newt male.
Yeah, I've had one of those. Those things are awesome. Throw them in with some Daphnia, some shrimp, some rock, and some water. Some axolotls I see. I'm actually on the hunt for some axolotls.
You got GFPs?
Yep, I've got
Greens?
Yeah.
GFP golden. I've got GFP Lucy and a wild and a melanoid in there smaller.
Awesome. And what's your name?
Karen Egan from
Karen.
Carolina Axolotls.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Lucas.
Yes, you did the greatest presentation at the Raleigh show.
Yeah, at the Raleigh Aquarium Society, their workshop or something. Yeah, that was. Yeah, so this is like that talk, but I revamped it, and it's the 2.0, so it's going to be for all keepers and breeders of all types.
Oh no, you made me want to get a pond.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
Well,
I can go outside and do that.
That's what I try to do, is enable people to want to get more ponds and tanks. Connect with that Mother Nature, you know.
Thank you.
Yes, that's cool. I'm going to hit you up later. I'm going to be looking at those axolotls. I will. Oh, man. Let's see. Any questions in the chat? Any blue maroon crayfish? I have no clue. Probably. What's Sammy? Why does he look so familiar? Does he work at Tongs?
They've probably been to it.
Sabu, what's up?
They've probably
The
been
man
to
himself.
Keeper.
He's the dude. This is the dude that hooked it up right here.
Oh, gosh.
Sabu, the notorious.
That hurts. Carrying this stuff.
Well, look at all these tanks, dude. You carried all these big tanks and everything?
Yeah.
These 40s? Nice. Subaru Aquatics.
Yes. We carried them in full water. Very strong.
That takes some power, bro. Oh, man.
The guy that was asking, he's probably been to Aquatic Fish Depot.
Oh, and if you're asking who Sam is, this is Sam Scales. He does like the most amazing artwork. How many illustrations of fish have you done?
Last I checked, over 5,000.
5,000 illustrations of fish.
Currently doing 200 for a guy.
So he does illustrations for like books, lots of books. So if you, I don't know how many books are out there with this guy's talent. 20 or so. So he's legend. He's legend. You got a booth over here somewhere? We'll show him a bit of your work, what you do. Oh man, salty, salty. Oh, thanks, Lady Diane, for posting Sam's stuff there.
Thank you, Lady Diane.
Some dude says any Melanitania pygmea. So I've got some I'm working on, but I don't know. We'll have to. There's so much around here. I'm just getting here. I guess this is where I'll be talking.
Oh yeah, no.
Be hollering at everybody. What's up? I'll be throwing plants out in the audience, answering all them questions. I think they're gonna need more seats.
I'm not that far.
No. Clearwater scrubbers. What's this? Oh, is this like algae scrubbers? What in the world is this?
Yeah, this is Josh from Clearwater.
Oh, I've seen these where you put them on the side.
Yep.
I had them try to.
Some lights it up.
Yeah, I had emails of people trying to get me to do this. I actually get lots of emails for products. You guys have never seen me push a product, but I actually get tons of emails for them. I don't mess with them because I don't have time, but that's a very interesting concept. You put this light on the side of your tank and it works as like an algae scrubber. And then here's Sam's artwork. This stuff is sick. I'll try to slow down here for you guys to see a little bit of it. Nice nice geophagus, lots of cichlids. Oh, look at this. Nice. Look at that tiger shovel nose. That's sick. Guppies. Clint Flower says, you thinking about breeding some axolotl in the future? That would be pretty cool to see on your channel. So Wesley has an axolotl tank we're supposed to set up. I'm actually waiting on Chattanooga Ed. He's got these awesome little cave things that he makes, and hopefully gonna hook up on some of those and keep a few of them. I don't know if they'll breed. I'm not gonna purposely try to breed them, but who knows? You put them in the right environment, turn on that Barry Manilow, things just happen. Oh yeah, that's a great Danube. Look at that. It is magnificent artwork, right? So when you come to these events, like there's so many things, there's some people ain't even set up yet. And you just never know what you're gonna see. Right? Well, some people, that's all it takes is they come in and bam, bam. Hellbender, question mark, I don't know. Oh, yeah. All right, at the bottom of the chat, if you got them questions, how is the video quality? You know, look rough. It's been a long ride. Oh, what is this? Is this a Notropus?
Blue nose shiner, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Nice. All right, well. Sweet. All right, well, nice seeing you, bro. I'll see you around. I'm gonna venture on a little more with these guys. Yeah, thanks. I just upped it quite a bit, like added a bunch to it where it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be for everybody. Something for everybody, just to connect with nature and a way to express it with this perspective. It is a nice stage, I like it.
Seems higher than normal.
And I'm glad the video screen's big because I got video for everybody. Unlike all the slides, so it's not gonna be like, oh, just a picture show. What's this? You got a cleaning tank contest or something going on over here? Are you? You're doing the scape contest?
Doing the scape off.
Oh, this is a pretty decent sized scape off here. So is the tables for the supplies you're going to be getting or something?
I'm thinking that. They haven't told me. They just told me.
Oh, there's a bunch of the supplies over there. Jennifer down there.
I should pre-scope out my scape out.
Yeah, there you go. Find the good pieces first.
I was wondering where Mark went. That's where he is.
That makes sense. And then there's a raffle. Lots of raffle. You can come and get, looks like tanks, all kinds of setups, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, tons of raffles. It looks like they're still setting a lot of it up. Hold on. Whoa. What's my camera doing? Give me a second, guys. Gotta pull you guys off this. It says inappropriate messages. Alright. Let's see. Alright, no questions. Man, pretty slow tonight. Only 112 of you guys in here. The Nano Aquarium guy, hope you're doing well, says, are Grant and Shelby participating in the scape contest? I don't know. That's a really good question. Shelby is, says Grant. Is that a trapper keeper? Oh man, see, this is fate. He's like, you gotta come here and get this trapper keeper. Look at that. That's probably somebody's actual trapper keeper to take care of stuff. But man, that's classic. You don't see those often. Most of you guys watching, you are young kids, probably don't even know what a trapper keeper is. Is that a little mini zoom ed tank? Any species you have your eye on to take home with you? So, not so much. I've got the axolotls. I actually like drained my bank account again after draining them on rice fish on trying to get that rental car to get here after hitting that deer. So I'm always cutting it just by the brim. That's what us fish keepers do. Let's see. But that's what I love about these places is there will be something that I feel like I feel like this happens often to me where I'll go to one of these events and I'll be like, there's nothing I'm looking for. I really doubt I'll even find anything. And then there's always something like, ooh, what's that? Kind of like the siren you guys just saw and the axolotls and newts and stuff. And some of those fish we were looking at earlier too, there were some really nice plecos. And when asking a question, thank you, Lady Diane. Yes, please throw a question mark behind it so I know it's a question. What is that, a bunch of pistos? We got pandagars in there. Pandagars are always hard to not want to buy. A lot of autos. Those don't look like panda. Oh, there's a couple. Nubius buches, some decent buches. I wet my pants or plants. Where are you? I am in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Charlotte Convention Center. Look at these little babies. They're selling the babies for multi-babies. Oh, that's multicolored, little guppies. And they must have had a mama pop. Ton of babies. Okay, well. And yes, this is the Aquatic Expo. Oh, I was looking at these tanks earlier. I thought they were dirty because of the tank, but I didn't realize there's actually jellyfish in these. Look at these. That's pretty wild. And it's got the little ones. Is there any venison? Man, I should have, Eddie. What's up, my boy? Glad to see you in the chat. The deer was still there. I feel bad for the deer, but... Alright, you guys ain't got no questions. You guys are just here to look tonight, aren't you? Look, see the salties, they keep it all dark so you can't look at it the day before. I know you guys aren't into salt, but maybe some of you guys are. That's pretty cool. seahorse. Oh, and look at it. I don't know what all these gift bags are. I don't know if those are for the VIP. Those jellyfish looking dope. They sure were. Alright. Terry Gore says you will find a new killifish, won't you? Oh, that'd be great. I would love to find some killifish. I tell you what, anybody, if they got blue galaris, hit me up, because we've got to get some blue galaris out to more breeders. And I've got a lot of breeders asking, but nobody can really get them. All right, Well, you are welcome, Rhonda. All right, and figured, yeah, I mean, for a lot of you guys, I guess, won't be here. So, man, look how big these are. Squirrel? Squirrel? See, I kind of like seeing them without the lights off, too. Because they're not always quite the same color unless they got like that blue light on them. Kind of like seeing them what they look like without. I would like to see Saltwater do that more. I know it's hard too, because that's what it's really about, is that crazy color to pop everywhere. That's why they put, well, it's hard to see on this camera, but this is why they put green lips on their tanks. Being a freshwater keeper, it'd be hard for me to do this to a tank, to a fish. This is like neon green. Check this out. Zoom. Pinnipeds. Imagine the fish looking up and being like, where am I? Henry Figaro, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate that. It says, would you make a video on the shrimp contest? I would love to see more of them. Thank you for all you do for the fish community. Yes, I'll try my best. Since I'm just going to be chilling anyways, I will try my best to do something as far as categorizing. Yeah, I mean, I should have time. Thank you, Henry. I know many people appreciate you talking me more into doing that too. This says, buy me now. Obey. Hydro controls. This is just a fancy switch box, huh? It's like, this reminds me of like guitars and band equipment for your fish aquariums. And then you got other products, so it's not just all livestock. There's tons of, and this is all freshwater product. Dimax, I haven't heard of that company yet. So, companies you may not even heard of. I know there's some that I haven't. Let's just keep rolling on back here. See, scroll. Rocky and Miles says, will you be going live during the event? So, I don't know. I guess I should, might as well. What else I gotta do? Since I guess I won't have my members video tomorrow, maybe that's what I can do, is do a live here tomorrow while it's just on and popping. I will be giving a lot of plants out and just saying hi and hanging out to people. So we'll see how that goes. It's hard to promise stuff like that because it does get really busy for me when the going gets going. I like these blue lights. I used to do this with my house. A lot of people underestimate lighting for spacing, and you can do some really cool stuff. All right. I hope I find some of those sexy red shrimp. Why do we got ducks here? Got a game going on here? These guys are fishing. They got art, look at that. Glow-in-the-dark art. They got these red saltwater shrimp that I really want. I'm not quite set up for them or ready for them. Here's some saltwater fish.
This is not saltwater.
Little puffers. Cool. Alright. Is that another $5 super chat, Henry, or is that the same one? But thank you again Would you ever venture out of the freshwater and start some saltwater tanks? So I was actually, hardest part with doing the fish room and fish barn and thinking about expansion and everything. Part of me wants to do like all freshwater, but because I want to do on the other expansion a bunch of like big systems, big setups, kind of like Aquarium Domain does. That way I can have just like places for lots like fish retirements and just good homes for them. And another part of me wants to be like, okay, do half freshwater and then half saltwater. Because eventually I want to do like a saltwater pool pond. And I'm gonna have to learn more about saltwater to do that, because if I do like a saltwater pool pond, I don't want it to just be like just saltwater pool with nothing in it. Like I might as well throw stuff in it. Oh, look at this, Aqua Rocks, custom Aqua Rocks. Weird, I wonder what all these holes are for. Oh, I guess to hold frags and put stuff together. Interesting. All right. Awesome. See you here, Cameron. And yes, I will be playing Planted Claws. Come and say hi. I'm sure Wynn will get a hold of it. I'm glad I got 300, not 100. Because I was thinking about it. I was like, 100 is going to go quick. A lot of people are... I'll probably bring like half tomorrow and half... Uh-oh. I see saltwater shrimp. It's not the one I want. Ooh, there he is. Oh man, that's what I want, dude. I am so not ready for a saltwater tank. I do not have one set up. I can't be impulse buying those. That's something I don't want to impulse buy, but... Oh, wait a second. They got more. So the shrimp looks like a cartoon. You mind if I pick up this bag real quick?
Okay.
Right on. I'll show off the shrimp here. These things are awesome. So hard to show in this blue light though. Give it its true color. You got a white light on there? Oh, you're the man. You're the man. Oh, that looks good. What kind of light is that? It's stuck in blue though. There we go. Yeah, this light's actually really white, but the sensor is stuck in blue. That guy done molted in there.
Yeah.
That's cool. How much are those?
45 bucks.
45 bucks. All right. Put a little color in your glass box. That's actually a pretty good price for those too. And people are always so helpful. Like if that was anybody, that's how they treat you. That's just how they treat everybody. Really nice, really helpful. That's a great thing about this hobby. It's a whole zen, it's a whole vibe. How you doing?
All right.
I remember that guy from talking at last talk. Do a budget salt one tank challenge, learn and what you can and find the MTS, LOL. So I do have actually that tank for that shrimp is actually up. So I've got a 40-gallon in my shrimp area for those. I just have to clean the tank. I would have to get some sand. I would have to get some salt. I don't have a quarantine ready for it, but at least the salt and freshwater quarantine stuff wouldn't mix. So I don't know. I kind of wish Fritz was here. Because if Sean Schnells was here, I'm sure he would hook me up with everything I need. But maybe I'll be talking to people with enough tomorrow that, because look at this stuff. This stuff looks like cycled. See, I'm not a salt keeper. Oh, this guy's got a guppy in here. See this? I'm not a salt keeper, but I can tell by the water, like, this looks like aged salt water. Not like that clean crystal, like, which I know this has got all the good live stuff, so maybe I can talk to, who's this? Biophile Endeavors? Mudlark Reedy Reef. I bet you they'd have a Kickstarter for me. Look at all these little algae and stuff. This is some gnarly stuff. So fascinating plant stuff too as well. Sumed. All right, no impulse buying. Easier said than done. Especially after seeing this. This makes me almost feel like I could probably get away with the impulse buy. But I'd have to do the shrimp and no filter, which I think a lot of people would want to learn to see if you could do that no filter. But actually, you look at this. We don't have shrimp in here, but they got these little pumps. They're just moving water around. And I think that's the most important part about doing salt, is just having the water move around, because the salinity and density could possibly be issues. But with something like a shrimp, I don't think it would really affect them that much. I could be wrong, and it probably depends on shrimp too, but I've also proven a lot of different things wrong as far as what people say you can and can't do with freshwater shrimp. That guy's neat. It's like the more you look in here, the more you see different things. All right. Whoa, wrong button. That's not the chat button. It's hard to do. Fantastic point. All right, you guys. Questions. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this, because to be honest with you guys, I'm so freaking exhausted. I have not even eaten. I've been living off of pretty much peanuts and deviled eggs. Thank you, Lady LRB, for setting up the cooler for me to live. Because it was like, I had one stop to get gas. That was it. To get here in time, and I was still late for the live. But I try my best for you guys. I try my best for you guys. If you guys don't see that by now, then I hope you will one day, because I'll definitely try. And all right, so any last questions? I'm gonna go have a seat over here in the shrimp contest. Boom. Excited for tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be awesome when the people all come in and get the vibe. Oh, there's books and stuff too. Like, there's so many. So it's just the little nooks and crannies of things that you just would not even notice. You could easily walk by it, but not even realize what you're really walking by. Kind of like those jellyfish. I was just looking at those tanks, and oh, just like they've got a stack of stuff over there. Shrimp scoria. That looks like some good feed. Looks like some humid feed. So what? Oh no, this is like soil, volcanic soil. Weird. Never seen that stuff. Ooh, stickers. Ooh, chair. Nice sweet chair. All right. Oh, that's cozy. All right, guys, let's get intimate here. Let's just hang out. All right. Got your questions? I'm gonna look in, and I'm not so distracted now. I'm scrolling. Lady Diane says, can't you just stop by the ocean and pick up a tank of water? Oh yeah, that's a good point. I could. You know, that's a really good point, Lady Diane. You're a thinker. I like that. Can't always think about it all at once, all the time. Eventually I'll get there, but it takes a little help from some friends, that's for sure. That's how we get to the levels that we are in life, is the acceptance of listening to friends. As long as it's in a positive and non-toxic way. Henry Figueroa says, what color axolotls are you getting? So I know Wesley wants the black ones. I think he wants the green gene, and I think he wants the albino one. So we'll look for that for him. It's not really my axolotls, it's more for him, but I'll be glad to share, and Wesley will be glad to share with you guys what goes on with his axolotls. Scroll. Let me move this camera too, because the thing's like right in the middle of the chat. I quit using that gimbal you guys said after. I said I quit using that gimbal after you guys said you guys could hear that noise. So now I'm on like some stand here. This couch is gonna get me. This couch is comfy. I still gotta check into my hotel too. I haven't checked in yet. I just parked over there, and luckily it's right next to here. I'm not quite sleepy either. It's so hard. The thing about these events is when I go to these, usually I'm so excited. Plus, I've got to bag so much stuff up for these events, which I wasn't going to do for this event, but I did because I wanted to bring something for you guys. But I'm usually so excited it's really hard to even sleep when these events happen because the energy actually keeps you going. And you can ask anybody that sets these up and does these. The energy that you feed off of these events is kind of really weird and hard to describe unless you've actually done it. Henry Figueroa says, are you going to do filterless saltwater tanks? I may play around a little bit. But like I mentioned with many, especially like fish, like crustaceans may be different, but with like fish, you got to kind of move the thickness and density of the water around. Audio video has been great. That's awesome. I actually have full 5G for once, which is not normal. And also, I'm not surrounded by fish tanks, plus the massive overhead ceiling. It's like, this has gotta be 10, 20, 30, 40 foot tall. Jeez Louise. There's probably 10 foot just with ductwork space and everything. Always look at, like, when I go to places, I always look at, like, all the engineering and construction and stuff. It's a designer in me. I went to school for that. Breathing in all that smoke from outside. I feel like it's gotten into me a little bit. That and just lack of sleep. Alright, questions. I'm at the bottom. Don't make me cut this short. You better ask questions, or I'm not gonna make it. I don't know why my chat's all stuck down here too. It keeps saying to hide this thing. Vince Lee says, Lucas, have you tried a dirted tank with no cap? Is it possible? It is possible, and I do have some at the house, which I do have sand mostly in Florida, but after you sift through so much, you do get like dirt tailings and stuff, and I've got fish and shrimp living in those aquariums. I'll be showing more and more of that kind of stuff here in the future. I'm trying to get, because really I can make videos of just like tanks like almost every day and have footage. Like if I did a tank a day, I could have footage for a whole year. Granted, that's not what I'm going to spend my time doing because there's many other things to teach you guys. But there will be a lot of content, more content coming up for this. It's just, you guys been the ones that have been patient with this rebuild. Thank you all. And the ones who haven't been, hopefully you guys come back soon when I do start making like the crazy good videos and stuff. But it's a process, and I thank you all who are trusting the process, because it does take time. Noel Water says, when is your talk, Lucas? It is on Sunday at 12 o'clock. And I am so stoked for it. May not see the energy now, but I'll have it then. So I'll actually get rested up. And as far as like those dirted tanks, even back in Indiana, I'd have the dirted tanks where it was more clay based, and I had a mono shrimp in there that just, I would put the thicker, heavier clay stuff towards the bottom, kind of like the laterite, you would laterite, because it's holding a lot of nutrients. Like a mono shrimp would just pull those out and eat them up. And the thing about dirted tanks, a lot of the problem and a lot of reasons why we cap them is when we move plants around, it disturbs the soil and it can just turn the water cloudy. So if you've got to filter and you want to move a plant in a dirted aquarium, turn the filter off before you move the plant. Because if you have the filter on when you're moving the plant, it's just going to make the water super cloudy I don't know how well you guys can hear me, but it's going to make the water super cloudy. And it just kicks it up around, and then the bacteria eats off of it, and then it's really hard to push and pull through that cloudiness. So if you turn off the filter, let it settle for like half a day or even just a few hours, all the dust will settle back down and it'll stick to the biofilm that's on already the substrate, which will hold it more down towards the bottom and less so much in your column. If you have a no filter situation, then you don't even have to worry about turning off your filter because, surprise, you don't have one. So that makes it really easy. And when I kick stuff up in my tanks, if they're dirted, sand, whatever it may be, just mulm, and it will look like nasty right when I get done. But if you let that dust settle without a filter, it really does not take long at all. I think I recently showed in one of my last members videos that kind of scenario. I didn't really talk about it so much, but the visuals were there. I say a lot in my videos through visuals too, for those who pay attention. Because not always can I verbally speak out what's going on. I also have to show through video, but oh, what else was it? Oh, so Sunday, I should have a video for everybody though on Sunday. There's a lot that I have to catch up from the members to the regular channel. Cameron Carter says, what time do you speak tomorrow? Once again, it is 12 o'clock on Sunday. And I'll just be hanging out here on Saturday. Oh, just one more fish. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate that. I don't know how I almost missed that. Hope I didn't miss anybody else's, because it's not always that easy getting around this chat, especially in my state of mission writing, I guess. But let me get back to that. Thank you so much for the super chat. It says, hey, grabbing the tail end of this. So happy and thankful for my half bakes. They arrived today. Well, you are welcome. Thank you for that order and that support, and I'm glad they made it. Which, I mean, it is pretty normal for our stuff to make it. We actually probably, I would say, we have at least a 99% survival rate with our stuff. There's very few times in a year that something actually happens, and it's usually during the like crazy weather. And I think a lot of it is because we have educated customers too that know better not to keep their stuff in the weather, and they actually care about what they're getting. Rocky and Miles says, is there food for a mono shrimp that my fish won't try to eat? They steal shrimp pellets right from the shrimp's little claws. So I'm wondering what they like in clay. I don't know if it's a mortarite or what is exactly in like clay-based types of soils or substrates, but they like to pick through that kind of stuff. So that could be probably a snack that they could snack on. But I don't know how you would actually go about approaching getting that kind of clay, besides digging it out of your yard. And then they make like wonder shells and stuff they like to graze on. And kind of like hard food. I'm sure algae wafer too. Big pellets, stuff that your fish can't fit in their mouths. That they would rather eat small stuff, so you could always distract them with like the smaller foods that they can easily eat, because they're not going to mess with the big food if they got to work for it so much. So got to remember your fish feed off of ease as well. Becca Norton says, will you be walking around the event or in one set location on Saturday? So on Saturday, I'll be walking around the event. I'll be everywhere. I'll be everywhere, which will be awesome, because I'm usually stuck in a booth, and it'll be nice to venture out, because I really do get stuck in a booth. I love it though, because everybody comes to me. I get to meet so many people, and it's always so much fun and a success. but just being in that spot for that long and so much cool stuff going on, it'll be nice to actually enjoy this event, kind of like you guys get to. And I can hear the stuffiness from that smoke in my nasals. Says Christopher Secker says, will the expo show your talk live or record it? So it's not supposed to be recorded or shown live, but I have been thinking about doing this talk for you guys, but more in a video form. Because if I would do it to where I would just post up a camera and then I'd show it live to how I do it up here, I don't know. I'm kind of torn between that because it would give you guys more of a feel of that live, like being there. But at the same time, I kind of would like to have it where, almost where there's a green screen, I can get in front of it or talk about it and then actually show you guys the post and the presentation as I go through it. So, I don't know. I'm still debating that. I may just be like, let's go ahead and do it. Because screw it. Let's see. Scroll. Flood City Keeper, thank you again for the $10 super chat. Says have to get it over the 91 at 100. And thanks again, Aquarium Domain, for setting that up and starting that up and motivating people for their help. I really do appreciate it, and it really will help. Especially since, about canceled you guys. I canceled the live stream, especially since the Petco gallons. This kind of really, the van problem really is throwing in a wrench. Like, all the things haven't really been hitting me on it because it's just been go get to your destination, because it would have been horrible if I wouldn't have been able to make it here. But I was planning on getting my plywood, all kinds of stuff from Home Depot. Like, my van is how I haul stuff around. So going to Petco and grabbing tanks and stuff like that will be hard to do if I don't have that van. So hopefully it doesn't take too long and we could actually get into that, because, well, I don't know. I still got to make a decision on my fry rack wall too. Either way, thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Oh, I keep forgetting I got to pay that deductible. Let's see. The deer, yes, I hit a deer last night, unfortunately. And Lady Diane, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I appreciate that. Hashtag fan fun. Be safe out there. Pushing it up over the mark. Thank you so much, Lady Diane. What is the channel? What do you cover? So what is this channel? So James, that's a great question. And that's a video that I've been meaning to make for years now, is a video that actually tells and describes people who the heck I am, why am I doing this, because most of you people don't even, like, you guys come in here, you guys don't really understand who I am, but the people who have been here for a long time, they kind of get it. But eventually I will be making a video explaining more about what the channel is, that kind of drives it home to give people a perspective of exactly what I'm doing and what I've done and what other people do as well, because this channel is not just me. I share a lot of what a lot of my friends are doing as well, because there's so many cool things in this hobby and so many ways to do it, that just being one with the community definitely really makes it. And sharing all this with you guys is what it's about. My adventures as LRB Aquatics, which I've been LRB for a while now. It's just now YouTube has a weird algorithm, so the way that the viewers come in is kind of weird. It's too much to explain right now, especially in my super tired state. Ben Sharp says, is there a good, not so rare killifish that would be great for practicing breeding? The blue killies, the blue Glarus killies. So any fun little panchecks you could get your hands on is good. And even an amphicemian, if you can get into really any type of killie, the only difference that comes with most of them is like the egg spawn time. And a great way to figure out the egg spawn time if you don't have it is just to watch the eggs, and then eventually you'll figure out what it is. But really any FNLQA type, and there's a lot of them. It's just really finding killifish too can be kind of tough, especially the FNLQA types. But once again, another reason why so many more people need to breed. So, and there's Lady LRB. She's mentioning we have 300 plus aquariums. I did count them before I left. I am close to 300.
You just want a drink or anything?
No, thank you. I appreciate it though. But yeah. So we keep a lot of aquariums, sold a lot of aquariums, done a lot of things. There was something else I was going to mention, but whatever. We'll get there. Watch the channel. Check the channel out. Then that will give you a much better aspect of what we do. There's so many playlists of all kinds of stuff. Let's see. We are at the 56-hour mark. I don't think I missed any questions. I'm doing my best to speed read, but when your eyes are already so tired from reading the road, makes it harder to speed read you guys. Let's see. Scroll. Terry Gore says, "Who are you? Our favorite fish guy. Who are you? Who? Cameron Carter says, "How rare is it for my green terror and my electric blue Acara to have bred and now have babies together?" I don't know. Hey, Sam. You know anything about green terrors and electric blue Acaras breeding together? Yeah. Sam's never heard of it happening. I've never heard of it. I don't know. That's not in my ball game. Any of you guys in the chat ever heard of that happen? Let Cameron know. Because I'm not sure how rare that is. Sorry, Cameron. I still cut. Huh? Well, that's what Cameron's saying. Her, him, I don't know. They don't tell me that part. They just give me the name. Alright, let's see. 57. How do you find the red question marks? I think it's in like the icon, like the text where your smiley faces and stuff is. They got some really nice signage. I like this. I'm loving this betta sign.
That's nice.
Like, who gets that? I'll put that in my fish room.
After the show, right?
Yeah, who gets that? Oh, you want that? That would be cool too. Because, I mean, after 2023, it's no good, you know? Right. They're not going to need it for next year. But I kind of, man, that betta one right there, that thing is sick.
You see every detail on the scale.
Yeah, yeah. Here, let me lead you guys up there. Get up out of this chair. Oh, get that body moving.
Crack, crack.
Right, creak, crack. We got a birthday coming up soon. Oh, $20 super chat. Is that the same one? I'm not sure. My finger won't let me get to it. It is. But thank you again, Lady Diane. Look at this Veta one. Who is the question mark the artist that made the Mr. Placo song? I love that Select Pet. Select Pet, he's a classic. He's been here around forever. He knows me. He knows me. If you guys have not heard the Mr. Placo song, it's something that Aquarium Co-op and Shishimi Whiskey, I don't know what he calls himself now, Jimmy Gimbal. But AKA Jimmy, we did this awesome music video just about Placos because, you know, Placos are unique. And it's a fun video. If you haven't typed it or checked it out, type in LRB Mr. Placo. That'll give you a nice treat after we hop off here. That'll start your fishy weekend off right. This thing is really cool too. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I walked and just been looking over here. I just now saw that just sitting there in the corner. Like, so random. They got little reactors and stuff. Thank you, Liquid Zoo. I'm glad you appreciate that tune. I still rock it every now and then. It gets my day going. That is the one and only Sam Scales. All right, we were at the hour mark here. I'm gonna hop off here. I gotta go get checked into my hotel. I don't even know if there's food at this time of hour. I'm gonna try to figure that out. But thank you guys all so much for the support. I am so happy I was able to make it up here despite all the challenges. And I hope to see some of you guys tomorrow. And if not, I'll see you on the next one. And maybe I'll even do a live stream tomorrow where everybody's in here and things are more set up and it's on and popping. So, till next time, everybody, peace. Have a great one. And get here if you can.